Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here, and welcome to Nuclear Throne update number 60. For those of you who do not know, this is the one time a week where we here at Tengu Drop take a look at the latest Nuclear Throne update, grab that changelog, put it into video format for your viewing pleasure, and show you as much as possible. With that said, before we head into update number 60, let's quickly recap what happened in update number 59. Update number 59 introduced the first batch of Ultra Mutation icons to the game, including art for just about every character in the game. Also introduced in update number 59 was the insanely fun Plasma Minigun, which is just as ridiculous as it sounds. Along with improved sounds, tweaks to mutations, thrown butts, and various fixes made up the rest of the update. Now that we're all caught up, let's blast our way through update number 60. Are you tired of the same old golden weapons? Tired of raiding and risking your life for a measly golden machine gun? Then boy do Vlambeer have a surprise for you! This week Vlambeer have added a whopping 6 new golden weapons to the game, including the Golden Slugger, Assault Rifle, Plasma Gun, Screwdriver, Splinter Gun, and Bazooka. It should be noted, however, that this new batch of golden weapons are apparently much more difficult to come across than the pre-existing golden weapons. So expect to raid and risk even more than usual to nab one of these golden tools of death. For players unimpressed with the bling, Vlambeer have also decided to one-up their previous weapon additions with something simply called the Devastator. In case the name isn't enough to make it clear, the weapon is simple. Point, click, devastate. Yes, the Devastator fires multiple large plasma shots that not only tear through enemies like tissue paper, but also take walls with it. And cautious players need not worry, the Devastator will devastate everything except the player. New Ultra Mutations have been added to the game this week, filling up remaining empty slots for several characters including Fish, Eyes, Plant, and Young Venus. Fish's new Ultra Mutation Gun Warrant allows players infinite ammo for the first 10 seconds of entering a new level. Eyes' new Ultra Mutation will allow players to hold projectiles via telekinesis. Enemies who die while snared now spawn saplings with Plant's new Ultra Mutation, simply called Killer. And finally, players can tour the mansion with Back to Business, Young Venus's new Ultra Mutation. What does the mansion contain? Only a true gun god knows. While on the subject of Ultra Mutations, artwork for every single Ultra Mutation for every playable character has also been added this week. Here's a quick look. And while on the subject of art, artwork for the Hammerhead and Strong Spirit mutations were also added this week. Finally, players looking for any attention to sound will be happy to hear that Vlambeer have added remastered and new sound effects to the game for weapons and swapping. But sound effects aren't the only new pieces of audio added this week. This week also brings new ambient sounds to 01 and the Crown Guardian level, which also received an updated soundtrack. Whew, that's a lot of new stuff, but we're not done yet. Let's check out the latest fixes and changes made to the game this week. The Hammerhead mutation now requires players to really commit to breaking nearby walls by having players push on walls instead of simply walking into them. The Strong Spirit mutation now only works once and must be recharged by players attaining full HP. The Heavy Slugger now fires faster but does less damage, Crown Portals have been removed from the Palace, Robot now receives less for eating golden weapons, and golden revolvers no longer can be found while looping. Fixes this week include focuses on several specific crashes, weapon chests spawning the same weapons in a level, a fix to one of Robot's Ultra Mutations, a fix to how the Stress Mutation works with steroids, and a few other minor visual/audio fixes. As always, if you would like to read the full changelog for yourself, a link can be found in the description below. And finally, let's check in with what the community has been up to. We've been gone a while, so we haven't been able to keep up with the latest in Steam user Solid's weekly challenges, so we're not sure who won last week's challenge. However, this week Solid will be issuing the Distance Challenge. At the time of this recording, the challenge has yet to be posted, but it's probably safe to assume it has something to do with distance. Although, just about every one of Solid's challenges has been about going the distance, so this should be interesting. Be sure to check out the link in the description below listed under Community Link Dump for more details regarding this challenge, when it's eventually posted. Then be sure to check out the Nuclear Throne wiki to start planning the greatest distance-based challenge attempt ever. And that's it for update number 60. There's a ridiculous amount of content this week for the fans across the board. The Devastator is fun to use, though much like every other ridiculous weapon in the game, it's an ammo hog and probably won't last very long in the heat of battle. Nonetheless, finally expanding the golden weapons was a nice touch, and it's nice to see the final Ultra mutations be put in place. It'll be interesting to see how Ultra mutations are tweaked in the future, if they're tweaked at all. But one thing's for sure, daily runs just got a whole lot more exciting. Anyway, if you haven't already purchased Nuclear Throne and you would like to learn more about it, be sure to check out nuclearthrone.com. You can also subscribe to Vlambeer's Twitch channel where they live stream the development of this game every Tuesday and Thursday. Subscribing gives you access to Nuclear Throne emoticons to use on twitch.tv as well as a Steam copy of the game. And of course, we here at Tengu Drop do our best to cover the latest Nuclear Throne update every weekend, or whenever it's released. And we do a Nuclear Throne playthrough called the One Shot every Thursday. So be sure to check back often, or just subscribe to the channel. As always, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the latest additions and changes made to the game. How do you feel about the Devastator? How do you feel about the tweaks, changes, and fixes made to the game this week? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!